Obasio kakamname Anenguna bababse Obasimbi wo chigano Orika fan.
Good day. Please can you introduce yourself and take us a little bit into your youthful days?
My name is Eno Oqua. If you want the middle name, Eno Oqua. I was born in I was born in Lagos, Enugu and all that, but I come from Itigidi in Abi local government area.
When were you born, ma'am?
1949, February 1949. I schooled in Lagos, I schooled in Enugu, I schooled in Nsukka, and I did my degree in Togo, Lome in Togo. I also did my advanced teachers training, that is College of Education, Uyo. I started my career after College of Education, Uyo, in Duketown Secondary School. I taught in Duketown Secondary School. As it would happen, as a copper, they made me vice principal in that
Duketown.
Yes. I was there until I had to exit to Ogoja.
What year was that, ma'am? In Duketown?
Late 70s. I've forgotten. I had to exit to Ogoja. From Ogoja Army Day Secondary School, I was made principal and sent to Girls Secondary School in Yako. From there to Bubra Comprehensive, and then to Edanafa Secondary School, Ediba. And from there, I was kind of appointed to the Women Commission when the Women Commission was formed.
Okay.
They just appointed me. I didn't go for interview or anything. Why? Because I played the role of a wife to the chairman. I played the role.
In a drama?
No.
Okay.
In real life.
In real life, okay.
Yes, I was chairperson to the chairman then, to Pius Oqua,
Okay.
to late Emmanuel Ekanem, and I excelled, my women excelled when we went for a competition. We took first position. So they knew me for mobilization, for excellent performance. In fact, we got a cup, a trophy
To show.
to show for that. So when the Women Commission was formed, I was just appointed and made Director of Women Affairs and later Children Affairs.
Ma'am, which year was this?
1998, I think, I hope I'm correct. And I was there until I was again appointed as Director Human Resources in Ministry of Information.
Go ahead.
Yes. The one thing that happened in that place that was striking was my commissioner came to the office one day and said, "Eno, go and start women football." I said, "Sir, I don't know anything about football. How do I start it?" He said, "I know you will." So I started Pelican Stars.
Pelican Stars. Good.
And it was during my time that Pelican Stars won the first Challenge Cup that had not been done even for the men for a long time.
Yes.
I like women. Women matters a lot, right from when I was a school principal. So I was involved in many women affairs. And another thing I love with all my heart is politics.
Yeah, I know that.
I love politics till now.
I know that.
And I played a lot of roles not since I was a civil servant, not as a politician. I played a lot of roles behind the curtains. I was later made chairman of Bakassi local government.
Yes, I know.
Which I was in for a year or so.
Which year was that?
I would have told you this. I forget.
Okay.
I think
anyone you can remember.
Yes, 2002, something like that.
Okay.
And from there, I was transferred to Subeb.
Subeb, yes, I know that. That question.
From Subeb, I was transferred to State Secondary Education Board. And it went on like that. From State Secondary Education Board, in 2004, I was appointed Permanent Secretary and posted to Ministry of Works, where I was till I retired in 2008. I have played a lot of roles as a woman leader, plenty, and as a politician. I've been, when I was in Biko, I led the women to form an association. I noticed there was no women association there, and it was kind of dull. So I formed an association called Eno Oqua. Ikpere is like a god, that is a calabash of love. Oqua is love. So it's a unity group. I brought in many women, married to poor or poor by origin, and they welcomed it. We went round. I remember a woman like Mrs. Eno, Barrister Mrs. Eno. Now, she is a fake but married in Biko. They welcomed it. They loved it. It was there I learned how to dance all these choir dances. I used to practice in Ma Emana Isu's house at that time. We started and we went round all our big men in Calabar and visited them. And they gave us money. They welcomed us with money and so on. And I was wondering, all this money we got, what do we do with it? Do we just do meeting of you come, you read minutes, you go? I'm not into that. We have to have a project to show for it. So I started a project which where the palace is housed now. But the area was waterlogged, so waterlogged that we couldn't start anything without bringing up the land. Leveling it. We worked on it, we leveled it.
What year did you start in Berocott?
1970, let's say 1980, 70.
79.
79.
Yeah, because
1979.
I remember when he come 1975, we came back.
1979.
I was in nobody when Berocott started.
1972.
Class 2. Okay.
People were babies then.
Yes, I was in class 2. Nobody.
1979.
Okay.
Well.
So how many presidents did you? Were the first one? How many
I was
presidents?
the first one.
Yes. How many presidents?
After me, I think Mrs. Simona
Okay.
became president. Thereafter, I didn't follow it up again.
Okay.
But the remarkable thing at that time was that Kano Agabi's wife was the one who came into commission it. We drew in personalities. Kano Agabi was a commissioner also at that time, or governor. was commissioned. So we drew in a lot of crowd, and we had a beautiful song that Ekongimona taught us, the Nightingale.
Okay. Can you sing it? Do you remember?
No, I can't remember.
Yeah, what was the song talking about?
It was talking about us, about a Jagam.
Okay.
Beautiful song in a Jagam language.
Okay.
Within this time in the civil service, I did a lot of delving into politics. I was appointed returning officer severally. In fact, Prince Otu, when he ran for Senate, I was the returning officer.
This Prince Otu?
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about the political angle, because we know I wanted that to bring that question, but since you introduced it, I know you were very good in this. When you retired, I know we were here. Her Excellency Mrs. Imoke was here, and I know you are very close to her. Also, is this part of the politics? What's
Well, I was appointed several things. Well, I was of great assistance to her. There is something that matters in life: loyalty. I worked with them. I was loyal. Any assignment I was given to do, I do it loyally, whether I gain or I don't gain. So I was made chairman of grassroots women and of Women for Change
in Cross River?
in Cross River,
Okay.
and nationally under Mrs. Jonathan. So I did my best in all that. Any assignment I'm given to do, whether I like it, whether I know it or not, I will delve into it, investigate, and come out with results. So they appreciated me. I don't mean financial appreciation. I mean appreciation for bringing in results. And it was with that, in that scenario that we became so close.
Okay, you talked about coming to Biko. We know you are from Metikidi. How did you get to Biko? Can you talk about your married life?
I met my husband when I was teaching in Holy Child Secondary School, Ikom.
Okay. That was which year was that?
1972.
Okay.
I knew him then, but we didn't start dating. Around 73, we started dating, and 75, we got married.
Who is your husband? You have not told us who is.
He is late Thomas Eno Oqua. He was a divisional works officer at that time in Ikom.
Okay.
We dated, we got married. We were in Ikom for some time, and then on to Obudu and Calabar. It was from his house actually I went to university in Togo, because that was one of my conditions for getting married at that time. At that time I just had NCE. So we were married, and it was a blissful marriage at the time it lasted.
Okay, so when I know it was a blissful marriage, when did it end? When?
It ended 76.
Was it 70 or
82.
80?
Attended 82. After the demise of my younger brother. We remained friends anyway till he died.
Okay. That's beautiful. We are very grateful for this. Okay, ma'am. You have talked about the better courts. Do you have any advice for the youth or for married couple? Because these days people marry even from the reception, they begin to fight, and marriage ends from there.
Yeah.
I
will advise young people to remain steadfast in their marriage, to remain steadfast in whatever they are doing. I have one belief, and that is that whatever you are doing in life, do it as if you are doing it to God. Be steadfast. Do it as if God is just there and you are working for God. And the same thing in marriage. My marriage was interrupted by outside forces. Otherwise, as I said, we had a beautiful marriage. And be obedient to your husband. Be subject to your husband. Love him and love the people around him. Love children, love relations around him. And it will be wonderful. In fact, with my husband at a time, people started calling him woman rapper, because he will go everywhere with me. He will go to the market with me. He will go everywhere. It wasn't juju or anything. It was the rapport between two of us.
Yes.
Whatever you have, you should be able to share with your husband. The first car he bought, for example, I was part of it. All my savings I gave to him at that time to add to buy that car. That is how it should be. Don't hide yourself, don't hide your finances, don't hide anything from him.
Your husband.
You should be able to share with him. That's my advice to youths. That's why even when our marriage kind of looked like it split, he still came back to me.
Yeah.
He still came back to me. In this house, came back to me and renewed the relationship.
You were his friend. That is what he should be. You were his best friend.
He renewed the relationship. He eats here. Sometimes I send food to him in the palace. We remained friends till he died, in short.
Okay. Thank you very much, ma. I have been talking to Pastor Mrs. Eno Oqua, who happens to have been we call her mommy till tomorrow, because she was one of the people who showed me love. She doesn't remember that my first wristwatch in this life she bought for me, and there is a book that I still have. She gave it to me on my birthday in 1981. A book on Leo the star. Leo, I still have the book till today. So she's one of those people I hold so close to my heart. You have heard she has advised young married couple. She has talked about her past life and everything. I hope you learn from it. So till I come again with the next interview. Goodbye.
Obasio kakamname alenguna bababse obasimbi wo chigalo orikafan obasio kakamname alenguna bababse obasimbi wo